fellow wine lovers. My name is Cass. This is Andrew, our resident wine
Hello.
expert. So, tell us what wine we're going to be tasting and reviewing today.
Well, we're in for a treat because we're going to go to Burgundy for this wine. We're tasting a white Burgundy. So this is the central part of France and to the east. It's the gastronomic capital of France. They love their food and wine, and some of the greatest whites and red wines are made in this area. So this is mostly Chardonnay. There's a little bit of old vine Pinot Blanc in this one as well, which makes it very unusual. We've been working with the Desertaux. This is Vincent and Geneviève Desertaux, and the name of the estate is Domaine Desertaux-Ferrand. So they're based just to the north of Beaune, the vibrant wine capital of Burgundy. Wow, what a sound.
Wow.
It's got to be a good wine with a sound like that. And
what's the grape variety with this particular?
so it is Chardonnay. All the whites predominantly in that area are Chardonnay, made from Chardonnay. But what makes this really unusual and unique is in the Côte de Nuits, which is where this is from. It's called the Côte de Nuits-Villages. They use, in some domains, like Desertaux-Ferrand, a little bit of Pinot Blanc. So it's a blend, around 90% Chardonnay with 10% old vine Pinot Blanc, which gives it that little bit of lemony zip. So you can see, first of all, the colour. This has had 12 months in oak. Right. So it's had the age in an oak barrel, which gives it a little bit of depth of colour. Sure. But it's still got that youthful green tint, hasn't it? Yeah. It's a 2015, which is a fantastic Burgundy vintage. Really sunny, rich vintage. We'll give this a swirl and smell.
So what should we be smelling then with this one?
Well, the first thing you probably smell is the toastiness of the barrel. It's quite smoky, a little bit of oak, vanilla spices, and at the back of that you've got this lovely citrus and melon fruit, very ripe. Yeah. Smells quite enticing, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's quite creamy and
it's creamy.
buttery.
I would say creamy, yeah.
And then let's taste this, and we should get the same sort of things as the aromas.
It's definitely very buttery, yeah. That's nice.
Very buttery.
Yeah.
Lovely fresh acidity, lemony acidity, but that lovely richness, that buttery, smoky character.
And what type of foods would go well with this particular wine?
This is a fantastic food wine because of that slightly smoky, but the fresh acidity as well make it go very well with. Classic would be smoked salmon. Okay, yeah. Scottish smoked salmon. Something river fish, so sea bass with olive oil and herbs would be fantastic. But it also has the richness to go with pork and other meat dishes as well. So it doesn't just have to be white meats or fish, but it is a really good food wine. And of course, it's the gastronomic capital of France. So white Burgundy and food go hand in hand generally.
Fantastic.
And we're tasting it young and fresh, but it will age really well. And some white Burgundies can age for decades. But I would, from the experience we have with this wine, we would drink this within 4 or 5 years of the vintage. So, and it will sort of continue to develop. So, lovely wine, Domaine Desertaux-Ferrand from the Côte de Nuits in Burgundy.